Hey everyone, this is Dana Long with NexGen and Robinson and Associates. I have an exciting live for you today. So you want to start a business. So we have Ariel Middleton, we have Damon Holland, and we also have Ed Hardy. So I am very excited to have this team of people. You're going to be listening to So You Want to Start a Business. We have some questions that we gave to the panel. So what I'd like to do is introduce each one of the team members and let them say hello to you. Ariel, go ahead and say hello to the people.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm super excited about our panel tonight. It's going to be fire. Thank you.
Damon, I'll go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I am also ready to get this going and excited for all the questions and ready to talk to everybody.
Okay, great. Thank you. And if you guys, I know you guys are used to seeing Ariel, Millennial Mogul, and Damon, but if Edward Hardy looks familiar to you, it's probably because one, he's my fitness trainer, and two, you would see him on the Motivational Minute. So I'd like to also welcome Ed Hardy. Sir, I will go ahead and turn the floor over to you. And thank you for being a part of this live cast, this live stream, and we would love for you to talk about your business.
Hello, everybody. Hello. My name is Edward Hardy. To some, Coach Ed. I'm a certified personal trainer. I have my own business based in Washington, D.C. Azar HF Fit LLC. I provide based in Washington, D.C. Yeah, yes, I provide fitness services for all walks of life, all fitness levels. What we want to do, we want to promote healthy habits. Healthy habits. We want to motivate the people, and we want people to. We want to change lives. That's initially that's our thing. We want to change lives. I've been in business for close to 2 years. Actually, July will make it. No, I'm sorry. Uh, December will make it 2 years. Uh, and it's just been a blast. It's just been a blast. I've been involved in fitness since a teenager, playing little league sports, football and boxing. Since then, I just always like to exercise. I love the impact it had on my life. So the guys that I were around training with, they would tell me that you love to train, you love to exercise, and you love to motivate it. Why not put the two together? So, close to 2 years ago, I did just that. I got my certification by the International Sports Science Association, and then I registered my business a few months right after that. Just pushing fitness, man. Just pushing health, man. In our community, especially African American communities, we have a lot of health issues that can be prevented with the use of fitness and proper eating. So I just kind of push that. I'm also with an organization called We Fit DC, and we go out to underserved communities in the district and provide them with free group workouts, free healthful, nutritious foods, fruits and vegetables, and we also give them healthy information. We do that consistently week by week. We initially came up with it and brought it about right at the beginning of the pandemic, because we found out that in Ward 8, one of the districts in DC, although Ward 8 didn't have the most cases of COVID cases, they had the most death of COVID cases in DC. And we felt like because we grew up in that area, we kind of knew that they were under resourced, kind of disattached from everybody else, so to speak. So we went out and we provided them with them free services. HF Fit is a paid service. Uh, I have clients all throughout the DMV. We offer group sessions. We offer one-on-ones. We offer meal plans. We also offer virtual live training using Zoom. And that's really the gist of it. That's really the gist of my business. Currently, also, I'm gonna be doing some work in the Ward 8 area of DC with a nonprofit group called Far Southeast Family Strengthening Collaborative. And what we'll be doing is partnering up to push out a free fitness tracking app to get the community to use the app in order to get them to become physically active. There'll be a cash prize for the most physically active person and group, and that should be launching mid-June. And that about wraps it up for me.
Thank you so much. That is so exciting. And also on your name, you also have your Cash App. I wanted to make sure that everyone knew that the Cash App, as well as the Instagram information, is on their name next to their businesses and will also be included in the description below. So let me go ahead and turn it over to Damon Holland so he can discuss his business. Oh, before I go, so ATEF Fit is an LLC, correct, Ed?
Yes.
Okay, great. Mr. Holland, I will turn it over to you, sir.
Hey, good evening, how everybody doing? Again, my name is Damon Holland, and so a little bit about myself. I'm originally from the DC area, but I'm currently in Charleston, South Carolina, and retired military, did 20 years in the military, end up being down here and end up staying here also for now anyway. But and my business is I am a realtor down here in the area. One of the things we specialize, well, a couple of things we specialize in: buying, selling, renting, commercial, and also property management. We try to be a one-stop shop as far as real estate. Anything you need to know, want to know, we try to do it all, definitely. And as far as me personally, one of the things I try to do is try to educate as much as possible. Because I run into a lot of people every day that just automatically think they can't buy or they're not ready to buy. And usually one of the big things I say, well, how do you know? Have you taken steps to go that direction and see if I can help from there? Some people are different. Some people need more time than others, but it's always that first step. Got to take that first step. So one of my main goals is to educate, ask questions, and just help people in that right direction, get something they probably didn't even think they could. Be my own business, be my own self, my own person, and kind of do it the way I want to do it. So that's what led me to being a realtor, the flexibility in the schedule. My day is pretty much centered around my clients, what they need, what times they can do things. And I'm good with that. I have no problem with that at all. Another thing that led me this direction, as far as don't have to be in the office all day. That was another big thing. My main point is to be out of the office. Only time I'm in the office is meeting with clients. That's one of the big things I like also. So and service and networking, and I would say all that led me to being a realtor. Been in for 3 years so far. Also, another one of the questions was certification. Yes, there is a certification. The actual class is about 2 months. Once you get done with that class, you have a national test, you have a state test you have to take. Once you take those and pass those, then you are certified. Also, you have a choice to become a real estate agent or a realtor. There's a difference between a real estate agent and a realtor. Realtor is we are part of a national we go around on national code and code of ethics we go by as a realtor. So that's one of the good things on that. Clients that I work with varies, all types. Pretty much anybody who has, it always starts out as a question, like I said, and I'm willing to work with anybody who needs the help, who needs that direction, that guidance. Another thing is I am currently working on a team. I do have two team members in school right now that are getting their license. One of them actually works with me. She's a transaction coordinator. She's already working in the business, but the other two are currently in school. Once they come out of school, get their license, we can be a full-fledged team and ready to go. still with the same goal of customer satisfaction and community. So I would say that is pretty much all about Holland Homes team.
Thank you, Mr. Holland. I mean, what I can say about the people that you're listening to on this live stream is that I've worked with each one of them. As I told you before, Edward Hardy is my personal trainer, and Damon Holland is my realtor. And I have always been impressed with the service that I receive from these businesses. So you guys are hearing it from the best of the best. So I'd also like to turn it over to Ms. Ariel Middleton.
Oh, I had to unmute myself. Good evening, everyone. Again, I just like to sit and listen. I love to hear about people following their dreams. So make sure you guys first and foremost follow these two awesome men that are doing the doggone thing and making it happen. So make sure you follow them. Thank you, Auntie, again for the platform to be able to be here. So I know you guys usually hear me on Millennial Monday, but I am Ariel, a part of my vision and believe what God has called me to do is the Ariel Nicole, which is a lifestyle brand. A couple years ago, I made a decision that I wanted to be able to start a boutique. A part of my vision is where I believe faith, fashion, and lifestyle should all collide together. And so in 18, I said, I'm going to make this. I went ahead and found a mentor that was in the boutique business herself and was amazing at it. And I said, okay, I'm going to invest in this class. I'm going to go and I'm going to do all of the things I need to do, get my LLC, all of those good things to be able to function as a boutique, which was one of my desires that I wanted. So since 18, I've been in that. As an entrepreneur, there is no education. I wish people did give me a class like this. So you want to start a business before I started this business. There isn't education, but I'm so grateful that in the pandemic, I was able to graduate with a business degree. So that did give me some help to be able to learn the backdrop of what I was saying that I wanted to do. So a part of the purpose and who I want to be able, one of the questions of who I'm reaching, it's for me to remind women around the world of all that they are. A part of it is to inspire the dreamer, motivate the doer, and propel the purpose of women everywhere. So a part that's my that I'm for is to be able to help women around this world to know who they are. So that's through fashion, that's through lifestyle. You'll even see as far as Auntie Day, you definitely pulled some amazing things out of me as far as being able to voice and talk this thing out and be able to help women across the world. So I'm super grateful for that. I do currently, I am the team, unfortunately. I will be like Mr. Damon soon, okay? Then I'll have a team, not right now. It is me, but I'm grateful that I'm learning. And so I can't wait for whenever I do get the opportunity to be able to expand the business and be able to bring some people on. But before I go and use up my time, I am working as far as new things that are coming up. I am working on a new book, and as well as I just have launched my website at thearielnicole.com. That's where you can be able to get some inspiration, some fashion, some faith, some good old just listen. I just absolutely love it. And so you can be able to go ahead and take that moment and go on the site and be able to be encouraged. By all means, I would love for you to go there. So definitely, like I said, thearielnicole.com. You can be able to go to my website. I am Love Glam Ariel, which you see on the screen on my Instagram. You can be able to reach me there. I'll be shedding some light and some encouragement in every day. So the last thing that I will leave you with, and I will make sure to be able, because I want to hear Auntie Dana, I gotta hear hear you too, is to be able to encourage the person that wants to be an entrepreneur, that wants to start that business. I would say to start it, find those mentors around you that are in your field, and go ahead and just do it, because someone is depending on you, someone is needing you, just like Coach Ed right here. Somebody is depending upon him to be able to be fit and get their life all the way together as it pertains to their fitness and being whole. You know, someone is needing Damon to be able to go ahead and get their whole life together, and to be able so they can purchase a home. So I would go ahead and say someone needs you. That's what I would leave you with on today, that someone needs you. And so don't quit. I want you to keep pushing. I want you to keep going. But we need you. So I'm grateful. Thank you again for this time. And Auntie, I want to be able to hear from you. What is it that you do? What is it that you have? Because you definitely are, I always say, a whole bunch of wisdom. So I want to know, to be able to, what you have, what you can be able to share with us on our live tonight of So You Want to Start a Business.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Well, I think I've always had the entrepreneurial spirit in me, and my family were business owners. Although my father was military and I grew up in a military environment, my great grandparents and grandparents were business owners. So I believe I always had the entrepreneurial spirit. So I started my sole proprietorship in 1995, and that business was wholesale. I was actually putting myself in the distribution chain. That's the best way I can describe it. And what was good about that business was that I had mentors that their sole um, mission in life was to make sure that my business was successful. So they poured their wisdom into me. They gave me books to read. And so I was mentored every step of the way. And these were from mentors that were from all over the country and all over the world. Now you would say, well, how do they get to you? Well, we do meet on a regular basis. And plus, some of them wrote books. So I'm glad you're talking about your book. That's really fantastic. So that was a sole proprietorship, and that did very well. And then in 2019, I came across another opportunity that I wanted to get into that had to do with real estate investment. Well, to do that business, I had to become a LLC. And so I'm going from sole proprietorship to an LLC. And the reason why is because I also wanted to be able to partner with investors. And those investors were going to be part of a limited partnership. So we have sole proprietorships that we're talking about, and we're talking about limited liability companies. And then we do have people on our team that are actually partnerships. So I'm very excited about that. So what I had to do is I had to um, turn my real estate investment portfolio into something that would make not only my business money, but also the other investors. I hope that answered the question.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It definitely answered the question. And I want to know if you are working on any projects, if you have some projects already in the works. I want to be able to know and let our audience know what things you have or already have or going to have, and how can they be able to get in contact with you.
Okay, thank you. I am actually on the NexGen website, so that people can contact me um, that way. Also, what I'm working on now is we have some real estate property that we're selling one of them and we're purchasing the other. So if they go on the NexGen WB website, you'll be able to see the projects that we're working on. So they are investment properties that are in the opportunity zone. So I'm very proud of that. I'm actually including just about all of the team members on that project. So very excited about that. So we're looking to grow. We're looking to grow exponentially because this project and the program is at least, we're going to be in it for at least 10 years.
That is absolutely amazing. I love it, love it, love it. I definitely still want to hear from being able to. I know I gave the moment of wanting to be able to encourage someone that wants to start a business, but I would love to hear from Coach Ed and as well as Damon. What could you be able to say to that person that wants to start that business? How can we be able to help them to say it's okay? We want you to be able to go for it. What's one piece of advice that you would give to them?
For me, I would definitely say start out by doing your research. Go ahead and do some research on your own. Make sure you have a vested interest in it, and also don't be afraid to ask somebody who is doing it or already have done it. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask questions. I think, like you mentioned earlier, get yourself a mentor. Make sure that mentor is somebody who can tell you right, wrong, good, and bad, the whole nine. Not just somebody who's going to tell you everything is good all the time.
Right.
Make sure they've been down the road you're trying to travel also. So that'd be mine.
So what I would tell them is to be passionate about what you're getting involved with. Again, kind of piggybacking off what Damon said, research, due diligence in your research. Also, make sure that what you're doing is something that you can see yourself doing 5 to 10 years from now, because to really see it kind of blossom into what it needs to, it takes time. And there's going to be those transition times where some things may seem like they're not moving as fast as you would like, or it may not even seem like it's going to, progress like you want. But those are the times that you just got to kind of endure and, hold fast, be steadfast, and keep working at it. It'll come through.
I love it. I love it. Auntie, can you be able to one give that was amazing the answers that the fellas gave. Be able to encourage those that want to start a business, and maybe some things about supporting others, and as well as if in turn, like, because we still have some questions, I know, and I know we could probably even put them in the description as well. If you guys have more questions, we could be able to answer them and go ahead and put them in the comments. But Ozzy, how would you be able to encourage our listeners about wanting to start a business, knowing what they need, the EINs, being able to have people to support, registering, all that good stuff? How can you be able to encourage those that are listening to us?
Okay, thank you. I think for me, when we go to school, well, I'll speak for myself as a boomer. The pendulum swings from one way to the other, from entrepreneurship to working a job. The good news is you can do both. So, what I would encourage people to do is, if you're comfortable, what I call the 9 to 5, go ahead and do that, because you're going to need some fuel for your business. So, there's no reason why you have to do either one or the other. So what I would recommend is using your 9 to 5 to fuel your business. Get around those who have a vested interest in your business doing well. And there's going to be naysayers, but you have to believe in yourself. That's the test um, that I found myself in a few times. Also, if you have friends that are that have businesses, support them.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that with Damon, I didn't need that much of convincing, because he's so good. So he was the person that I went to buy property. When I met Ed Hardy, he's a trainer. He was fabulous because he trains to meet my needs. So go out there and support other businesses. Now, with you being an author, we met, I think, a few months ago. And then you had your boutique. You're going to be helping me with my makeover. So again, support each other's business.
so good. That's so, so good. And don't be discouraged, guys. Oftentimes, I know I can say it will be the unlikeliest of people that will support. Like it will be those that you might not even think. But just like Coach Ed said, hold fast. It's quite okay. Like there are going to be people that want to support you in all that you're doing. So this I know I enjoy it because I was like I could have just said let me sit in the whole audience because they gave some amazing nuggets on tonight. Auntie, is there any questions that I might have missed or that we need to be able to go over that I didn't catch because I want to be able to give all that we need to our audience.
Well, yes, well, we do have an amazing array of people on our team. But one of the things that I thought that was helpful is if you have not already, go back to the preview because we talk about having a business plan. We talk about writing down your why. And if you're not familiar with a budget as a business owner, you better get comfortable with doing a budget because that's how you know and can gauge how well your business is doing in some areas that may need improving. Also, putting together a business plan actually helps you find out some of your challenging areas, whether it be networking or finances that you may need to capitalize for your business. And um, we have a lot of resources, whether it be the library or the YouTube video that we put out as to what should be in that business plan. Another thing is we have social media. So not only do you have a community that you can market to, but you also have basically the world that you can market to. So definitely use the social media. Another thing that I would recommend, and I just found out that people didn't realize this, if you have a business entity that is other than a sole proprietorship, dependent upon your state, you need to make sure that you're appropriately registered. And the reason I say that is because that could cause you some challenges down the road. And you also want to make sure that if you're registered, you're what we call in good standing. And this is what I mean by that. When we bought property in another state, or whether we bought property in the state that we were in, one of the things that the title company did was they needed to check to make sure that business entity was in good standing. So those are the things that you need to know. Another thing, and this is whether you're a sole proprietorship or any other type of business entity, I would recommend that you get a separate bank account for your business, separate credit card for your business. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And it makes it so much easier for you when you have to file your tax your taxes because they're going to separate your business from your personal, and you should not be commingling those funds. So that's one recommendation, and that's why it's important to get a what they call an EIN number, employee identification number from the Internal Revenue Service. Then you're going to take that number and you're going to go ahead and open up a separate bank account for your business. I'm telling you, it has saved me so much time as far as record keeping and bookkeeping. So those are some things that I would recommend. And you're in business to make money. You're not in business to lose money. So you always want to look for ways to increase your profit. So those are the things I would like to leave people with. And I'm sure that the gentleman and yourself, Ariel, will amen me on that.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is so so good. I just want to be able to make sure that those that are watching as well as those that are going to watch the replay to be able to connect with this awesome team. We want to be able to connect with you guys. So I would like for Coach Ed and as well as Damon to give their information, if they have a website, if they have an Instagram, so that way we can be able to get in contact with y'all.
Yep. So yeah, HF Fit is on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also catch me with WeFitUniversal.com. That is the organization I'm with the collective of fitness professionals. Also, my website, HFFit.com. That's ATEFFIT.com. Yeah, man, reach out.
We'll also have everyone's information in the description as well.
And I would say for me, Instagram, Holland Homes TM. Website would be Holland Homes Team, with the team spelled all the way out. And when you go to my website, don't think it's just uh, South Carolina. If you need to know something about your home in a different area, email me, let me know. I got connections in different places. I can still get you, probably answer some of your questions in your area too. So either way, I can help you out.
I love it. So I am the arielnicole.com is my website. Love Glam Ariel is my Instagram. I would love to be able to fellowship virtually, and it would be a blessing to connect. So, and as well as you can catch all of us on the YouTube channel, our NexGen YouTube channel. You can catch all of us. I love hearing the motivation. I love hearing the moments that we're just sharing. This has been so awesome. So, Auntie Dana, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right, everyone. Thank you all. Ariel, thank you. Ariel Middleton and Edward Hardy, thank you. And last but not least, Damon Holland. You, ladies and gentlemen, have heard from the best. We're definitely going to be doing this again because we're going to take the information that you have as far as questions after you listen to this live stream and also the preview. If you have any questions from that, we have other businesses that we would like to showcase. So this is just the start. So thank you all for being a part of this group. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Does anyone else have any questions or any other last minutes? Okay, well, everyone have a fantastic weekend and be safe on this Memorial Day weekend. And let's not forget those who have served for us. Have a great evening.